Dear students, Assalamu alaikum. This is the second part of Unit 12, The Old Woman. In this part, we are going to first do the paraphrasing and then the question answers. Now we begin with the first stanza. It says, "As a white candle in a holy place, so is the beauty of an aged face." Now when you start paraphrasing, you first write reference to the context. This stanza has been taken from the poem The Old Woman. It has been written by Joseph Campbell, or the poet of the poem is Joseph Campbell. Paraphrasing of the first stanza is, "The beauty of an aged face and wrinkled face is like a candle which burns in a holy place. Just like the candle, the old woman's face also shines and glows. It has a quality of peace and tranquility." Second stanza is, "As the spent radiance of the winter sun, so is a woman with her travail done." Again, same heading, reference to the context. This stanza has been taken from the poem The Old Woman. The poet of the poem is Joseph Campbell. The sun loses its warmth and glare in winters. An old lady is like the winter sun. She has served her role throughout her life and completed her share of work. Now is the third stanza. It says, "Her brood gone from her and her thoughts as still as the waters under a ruined mill." Again, same heading, reference to the context. Then explanation. Her children have left her. She is alone and now she does not hope for anything. Her thoughts and hopes are still and stagnant as the water under a destroyed mill. Now the next part that we will do in this explanation is the comprehension part. Read out the text and answer the following questions. First question is, who does the poet praise in the poem The Old Woman? Explain how. When we start doing comprehension, we again start with reference to the context. This question has been taken from the poem The Old Woman and it has been written by Joseph Campbell. Then the next heading that we make is explanation. In the poem The Old Woman, the poet praises the old woman. He does this by saying that the old woman has led a very difficult life in the world and now she has lost everything, but still gives us sacred and divine light. In her old age, she needs our respect and care. Question 2. What does a white candle represent in the poem The Old Woman? Same headings, reference to the context and explanation. The white candle in the poem, The Old Woman, represents the old woman whose face is like the beauty of that candle which has bright shining light. She is as beautiful as a white candle. Question 3. What is the message in the poem The Old Woman? Explain briefly. Same headings, reference and then explanation. The poem gives the message of respect and honor. It tells us that women play an important role in society. The old woman suffers a lot for her children and bears great hardships. She should be taken care of as she is a source of holy light. For us, just like a white candle placed in the holy place, we must serve and respect her. Next is question 4. It says, why does the poet compare old woman to a white candle in a holy place, the winter sun and the water under a ruined mill in the poem The Old Woman? Again, we give the same heading, reference and explanation. The poet Joseph Campbell compares the old woman to a white candle in a holy place because as the white candle burns itself to brighten the holy place, in the same way the old woman vanishes her vigor and energies for her family. It is compared with the winter sun because the winter sun is dim due to its spent light in the summer. Likewise, the old woman worked in her young age and now she has become weak and no more energetic. The water under the ruined mill is still because the water is no more in use. Like the still water, the old woman is no more able to work. She has lost her brightness and energies and now she is calm and static. Her thoughts are still like the stagnant water under a destroyed mill. Next is question 5. Do you like this poem, The Old Woman? Why? Reference and then explanation. Yes, I like the poem very much because it gives a great lesson of respecting the old members of the society. The message of the poem is universal. It reveals the importance of the aged people, parents, grandparents, etc., who are to be respected. They suffer for us and render great sacrifices for their coming generations. The lines of the poem are short, compact, smooth, and meaningful. The comparisons are made very adequately. The poem reminds us that age and time are mortal and vanish very quickly. Next is question 6. What words in the poem help establish imagery? After giving reference, then write explanation. The words like white candle, holy place, winter sun, aged face, water, ruined mill, etc. establish imagery. Next is question 7. How many lines and stanzas are there in this poem? In this poem, The Old Woman, there are 3 stanzas and 12 lines. After that, we start doing the exercise, which is choose the correct option. Poet's comparison of old woman to a white candle is made in the form of personification, simile, metaphor. What is it? In white, this is a simile. Poet is comparing the old woman to a white candle. The poet compares the old woman with the spent radiance of the winter sun. What does it mean? The old woman is weak but with rich experience of life. The old woman is strong and with wide experience of life. The old woman is a symbol of beauty and sunshine. The old woman is a symbol of success and growth. It's A. The old woman is weak but with rich experience of life. Her brood gone from her means her beauty gone, her children gone, her strength gone, her wealth gone. Correct option is B. Her children gone. Next is number 4. The poet says that as the waters under a ruined mill, what does it mean? A, B, C, D or 4 options are given to emphasize that there is steadiness and maturity in the life of an old woman, to point out that it is very difficult for old women to show whether they feel confidence or not, so to suggest that old women do not usually have the feeling of hope, D, to indicate that wide range of experiences is an extra ornament in the life of an old lady, to emphasize that there is steadiness and maturity in the life of an old woman. A option. Number 5. What does travail done mean based on the poem? A. Difficulties of an old woman neither vanish nor runs away. B. Laborious life of an old woman. C. Calmness and wisdom in the life of an old woman. Natural beauty vanished in an old woman. The right option is B. Laborious life of an old woman. Identify the similes in the poem The Old Woman. Write the summary of the poem. Summary has been given to you. Write an essay of about 100 words on appreciating and respecting elders. This we will have another video, a separate one, which will contain all the essays that have been offered to you in your exercises. I will give you a complete explanation of how to write a better essay, and after that I will explain to you that why is it important to write essays, and then these essays are what you think. Your thought process must come down on paper in a beautiful way. Next is page 122, that is active and passive voice. Now this we will have a complete separate video on active and passive voice. I'll just quickly give you the answers, but the video on active voice will be sent to you inshallah in a few days. First is I have finished the job. The job has been finished by me. They built this house in 1990. This house was built by them in 1990. He has brought a new car. A new car has been bought by him. I wrote a letter. A letter was written by me. They sent the parcel on Monday. The parcel was sent by them on Monday. The police caught the thief yesterday. The thief was caught by the police the day before. She baked a cake was baked by her. I read a book was read by me. She gave the beggar a 5 rupee coin. A 5 rupee coin was given to the beggar by her. Next is option B. Rewrite the following, changing active sentences to passive and passive sentences to active. The first one is the thieves have been arrested by the police. The police have arrested the thieves. The marvelous performance delivered by the children enthralled us. We were enthralled by the marvelous performance by the children. He has been invited to their party. They have invited him to their party. You have shipped your order. We have shipped your order. Your order has been shipped by us. The girl recited the poem beautifully. The poem was recited by the girl beautifully. The guests enjoyed the party. The party was enjoyed by the guests. The child impressed everyone with his polite manners. Everyone was impressed by the child's polite manners. A girl from Bannu won the first prize. The first prize was won by the girl from Bannu. The readers liked the latest book by the writer. The latest book by the writer is liked by the readers. Now our exercise is done. Complete Old Woman poem with explanation, stanza, paraphrasing. Only the thing that is left is the comprehension part of the stanzas, where question and answers are given on individual stanzas. That will be part of the third section, the third part of the poem. Please like and subscribe our channel. Hopefully we are trying to help you out with your studies. Please go through whatever lectures are being sent. Maybe they make a difference in your life.